the man that gives it to you straight with no chaser, baby. We invite you to give us a call. Give us your show topics, ideas, thoughts, praise, whatever you want. 713-553-6370. 713-553-6370. Email me, Mark Clark at sportsparademagazine.com. And as always, baby, follow me on Twitter, at Mark's Word or at Sports Parade Mag. And remember, if you don't have the app, you don't have computer access, iTunes, or your smartphone, simply dial 619-550-0516 and at the prompt enter number 4. That's 619-550-0516 at the prompt enter number 4. And guess what? You got the Sports Parade Magazine podcast 24/7, 365 from any phone, work, or landline. Can't beat that, baby. It's America's fastest growing podcast, the Sports Parade Magazine podcast. And this is a great show. I love it. I get excited. I get hyped. It's the Fool of the Week Awards. Fool of the Week. And we done ran them down from the NBA to cycling with Lance Armstrong. But let's get to my favorite, baby, the NFL. NFL. Washington Redskins. RG3. Man, oh man. Well, you know the story. The rookie, maybe rookie of the year, maybe potential MVP candidate, RG3, had surgery yesterday. Not just any kind of surgery, total reconstructive surgery of the knee. Total. LCL, gone, torn. ACL, gone, torn. Man, oh man. Where do I begin? Man, I said it, I tweeted it, I'm going to say it again and again. That fool, Mike Shanahan, the head coach, Mike Shanahan needs his ass fired. There's no way that kid should have been out there playing. Everyone saw that game. Everyone saw that playoff game against Seattle last weekend. Everyone saw this kid could not move. He was able to drop back. He was limping coming on the field, but everybody said, okay, we'll give him a chance. He's playing with pain. But when he tried to bootleg and run out of the pocket, and he could barely get to the sideline, that right there told you know what? This guy is going to be the detriment not only to his own team, but for his health. It's dangerous being on the NFL football field and you can't protect yourself. And he could not protect himself given the fact that 3 weeks prior to that knee was injured. That knee was injured and it showed at the time, a partial tear of the LCL. Now, whether that could have been healed in time with rest without surgery, that remains to be seen. But either way, it either could have been healed on its own, given rest in off season, or the surgery would have been nowhere near what this kid is now facing 8 months to 12 months of rehabilitation. And there are no guarantees. All these fools out here in the media, all of them, getting all hyped up, getting wet over the fact that Adrian Peterson, AP, all day, he did it. He came back after 7 months and he almost broke Eric Dickerson's 30-year record. Shut the hell up. Shut your ass up. That's AP. That's 1 in a million. That's a superhuman feat that he pulled off. There's no guarantee, all you Redskin fans out there. There's no guarantees, baby. There's no guarantees. No guarantees that RG3 is going to be the same player when he comes back. No guarantees. We hope. We pray. The kid is just starting. He's just beginning. Now, some things that you need to know about in terms of why I think Shanahan should be fired. You're talking about the Redskins, a franchise that has done nothing in almost 2 decades. I mean nothing for the better part of about 17 years. In terms of playoffs, in terms of division titles, let alone talking about contending for a Super Bowl. RG3 made them relevant. He made them important. He gave them a chance. He was a difference maker as the second pick in the draft. That's what he was. Why? because he had an arm and he had elusive speed. It was like you didn't know how to defend him. He could take it 80 yards for you, or he could drop back and he could throw it 80 yards. Like a Michael Vick. The difference was Vick never had that type of accuracy throwing the ball in the pocket. He had the legs. He's not as quick as Vick, but still, he had the potential. You'd see him rolling out, rolling away from the pressure, going up the sideline. Where a regular quarterback, this baby 5, 6, 7 yards is gone out of bounds. RG3 was taking it 20, 30, 40, 50 yards down the field. Touchdown. That was the difference maker. That was the difference maker. You never know what to expect. He made the Redskins relevant. Shanahan as the coach, as the general manager of that franchise, he's the one in charge of everything for Daniel Snyder's franchise, the owner. He's in charge of everything. What did he do? What did he do? He did nothing. He sat back and allowed this kid, talking about Shanahan, to play. Why? To save his own ass, his own job. Because guess what? Other than him winning championships with John Elway in Denver, Shanahan has done nothing. He did nothing after Elway was gone, and he's done nothing with the Redskins as his tenure as coach until he got RG3. And he says, well, the doctors going into the game, we're talking about before the injury, going into the game, the playoff game last week, Dr. Andrews said he was good to go. The world-renowned orthopedic surgeon that every athlete, past and present basically, goes to see Dr. James Andrew in Birmingham for the surgery. He's the guy. Whether you're a baseball pitcher, whether you're a football player, a basketball player, he's the best of the best. He wrote the proverbial book on getting people back, on Tommy John surgery, on using cadavers in your knee, all of the different things to get athletes back at their peak performance. It's because a lot of it is due and credited to James Andrews. Well, guess what? Before the game last weekend, Dr. James Andrews said, hold up, fool, hold up, wait a minute. This is my reputation. I didn't tell you anything that he was good to go. In fact, I was worried about him out there on the field. Worried about not only the current injury, but what he could do to himself. And you're not fired for that? For lying? Straight up lying? Not fired for that. And it says, oh, no, it's just a mix-up. Then the public relations spin of the Redskins and Shanahan and said, well, it's just a mix-up. We just off the same table. Dr. James Andrews, maybe the words were misspoken or something, but everyone knew, everyone had a chance to look at him. Not true. Not true. But someone had the dirty balls to stand up and yell at the president in the House of Representatives, how dare you. Not true. But it was not true. Then, you're talking about a comedy of errors. You got a lot of ex-players and national media members saying, well, if he's healthy enough, he gives me the best chance to win. He should have been on there. If he was healthy, he should have played. Shut your stupid asses up. You do not endanger your career for a win. These fools, and I'm going to call them fools, are guys that probably played through hamstring pulls, a broken finger, a broken arm. There's a whole lot of difference between that, jackass, and your damn knee. The basic structure of everything that you are as an athlete. Get it together. Damn. It ain't that hard. Fool. You're up there making these comments, and then after it was revealed in surgery how massive the destruction was in his knee, they start to crawfish back, these media people. Oh, well, if it was that bad, maybe we ought to re-examine it. You think? But that's not it. That's not the end of it. You have the fool of the week, Roger Goodell. Let me tell you why. You got a commissioner. He wants to have big balls. Say hello to my little friend. Say hello to my little friend. Big balls, gangster style. Coming down on Bounty Gate. Coming down on players that have wrong colored socks. Players that have writing on the socks. Players that celebrate too much. The long arm of the sheriff of the NFL. Long arm. Django, baby. The long arm. Bring the law down. You wear the wrong colored socks. $5,000 fine. You tweet something during the game. $5,000 fine. Hit a guy with helmet to helmet. Suspension. $50,000 fine. Don't have no evidence of bounties, but you have rumors. Hearsay. Damn, Sean Payton, you gone for a year. Damn, Jonathan Vilma gone for a year. Big balls. Big dog. But you got a coach, a head coach in the NFL, and Max Shanahan, that's lying about the health of a player. Not any player, but a star player. A future of the league. Where's the suspensions there? All this bullshit about we're going to have doctors and new concussion tests and we're going to not make players go back. They didn't even look at this kid. You had the team doctor, not Dr. Andrews, but the team doctor of the Redskins said, I never examined him during the game. I just looked at him and he was walking. What kind of bullshit is that? You just look at him. The future of your franchise. You know why I didn't look at him? Because Shanahan, I got to win. I got to win. And I got a stud in RG3. I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to take a chance that this stud is going to be here for 15 years for the Redskins and I won't be here and somebody else will come in and swoop in after I'm fired. Your ass needs to be fired, fool. You need to be fired. Because you treated this guy like a piece of meat and you didn't even have enough damn sense to understand the implications for your own future if this guy is not the same or if he's not able to play up to the same level. So not only did you risk his health, you risked his career, but you also risked the franchise going forward for the next 15 years. Because the difference between an RG3 that's healthy and a hampered 80% RG3 coming back after reconstructive, let's make this note, second reconstructive surgery because he had one in college. Second, the difference between those two RG3s is 15 years of futility that you had before he came. 15 years of drafted in the top 10. 15 years of being a loser. No championships, no division crowns, no playoffs. That's what you have. Or a guy that could have you as a perennial contender for the Super Bowl. How stupid. But the Spin Masters didn't stop there. I'm even here now where it's partially Shanahan's fault, but it's also partially the field at FedEx Stadium. It's the field now. The field was so jacked up, or excuse my friend, so fucked up. It's no wonder he tore his knee up. Even one of the top defensive linemen stalwarts for Seattle in that game is gone for the playoffs with a torn up knee. Excuse me. Anybody? Is there a skunk around there? A monkey smell like... Wait a minute. It's the field's fault. Now let me ask you something. You have a damn multi-billion-dollar industry in the NFL. Multi-billion-dollars. Players getting paid millions of dollars. Fans that blood, sweat, and tears are giving their money for seat licensings, for seats. You got all this stuff going on. Billions of dollars in TV revenue. But you got a fucked up field. A field that's so bad. A field that's not even fit for bitty football, for high school football. You can't get a good field? Is that what you're telling me now? It's the field's fault. Well, where's the big dog? Where's Tony Montana? Roger